News, 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 double news.
Two news.
So, X-Men.
Yes.
News. News. X-Men.
Yes.
You like the X-Men?
I love the X-Men.
Well, you know how Fox really likes the rights to the X-Men?
Yeah, and they really, really don't want to give it away.
No, they don't.
Yeah.
So Spider-Man has returned to Marvel Studios, but X-Men sure won't, because Fox have been like, right, we need to do something with the X-Men to keep the hold of the rights. X-Men pilot with a look to an X-Men TV show.
Oh my goodness.
Has been announced by Fox and FX.
Has it already been done, or are they?
No. It's going to be helmed by Matt Nix, who you know from Burn Notice.
Of course, I've seen that one.
Burn Notice.
It's a show.
I haven't seen it.
It's a show.
What's it about?
Burning.
Okay.
Notices.
So he's involved as a showrunner, and the really interesting news, obviously, like, you know, top Marvel wonks like Jeff Loeb are on as producers, but the pilot is being directed by, who would you like to direct the X-Men TV show pilot?
Michael Bay.
No,
it's not Michael
you
Bay.
idiot.
Okay.
No. Which famous X-Men director would you like to direct?
Byron Slingworth.
That's right, Bryan Singer, Bryan Sungler. He has been brought in to direct.
Borrow sunglasses.
He's been brought in to direct the first episode, like Scorsese directed the first episode of Boardwalk Empire.
Okay.
Remember that?
Yeah.
He's been brought in, and yeah, at the moment, the ideas they're publicly talking about are two parents discovering that their children, child or children, are mutants, going on the run and joining a mutant underground.
That sounds good.
Apparently it'll be a more intimate experience than the movies, so, you know, actually about kind of, you know, proper relationships. You're a mutant? Hey, I'm a mutant. Let's do it. Come on. No. Come on, baby.
Right, here's the thing. Okay, here's my problem with these kinds of shows.
Right.
When I say these kinds of shows, I mean superhero TV shows. I think...
What? Hang on. Haven't all the Marvel TV shows been good in the last 2 years? You didn't let me finish.
Netflix's Marvel TV shows have been excellent.
Yes,
Luke Cage was a little bit, but it was great. They nailed the dark tone that these shows need, I think, to be taken seriously.
Do they need a dark tone?
I think they do.
Well,
for me to be properly invested as a drama, I want it to be darker. And the problem I have with the DC superhero shows is that they're not quite there for me. They still feel a little bit cheesy, and I can't really get into them.
Well, that's good, because obviously the X-Men is a Marvel property.
It is, but obviously it's not being developed by Marvel Studios. It is being show.
Well, but no, it is being developed by FX, famous for dark and gritty TV shows like
It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia
and The Walking Dead.
No,
that's AMC, but they show it on FX over here. So
okay.
Basically, if you really like Burn Notice and like shows about racism allegories, then hey, good news, X-Men's coming. Who's going to be part of it? Probably not like Professor X, because they it is going to relate to the movies, they said, but not as much as Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. So maybe they might recast some dudes, mutants we haven't seen too much of.
I think I'd prefer that. I don't want to have slightly wrong-looking Wolverine wandering in. But it's kind of like the DC shows do, where they've got a Superman in the DC shows, but it's not the Superman from the films, and it's really I think that's really stupid, to be honest.
But it's like, who are the lower-level mutants that you use that haven't been done? Like Cable?
There'll be absolutely
no, Bishop's
tons.
Been in.
There are so many X-Men.
Okay.
I think the important
Beak. Let's get Beak involved.
The important dynamic they need to explore is the whole, as you said, the whole racism allegory, in terms of these are a subset of humans because they are different. And I think if they properly look into that.
I am looking forward to an X-Men film or TV show finally being about like X-Men being outcasts from society, finally dealing with the whole, it's a bit like racism thing.
Well, we'll find out, won't we?
Yeah.
Fingers crossed the pilot is an absolute turd.
Yes, so keep tuned to Whatculture.
More news.
For more news about that show when they release more news about that show. News.
Thank you for newsing with us today. May the news be with be with you.
Be with news.
Be with
May the force be with
May
news.
the force be with news. And also with news.